I welcome you all for this lecture series on artificial intelligence and cognitive computing. I'm Santosh. I'll be walk you through the artificial intelligence and cognitive computing. First, we'll discuss about the introduction of artificial intelligence, where we'll be dealing with definition of artificial intelligence, problem spaces, and search mechanism, heuristic search technique. These are all the areas what we are going to deal with the first unit introduction. Definition of artificial intelligence, problem spaces, and search, heuristic search technique. First up, we'll discuss what is artificial intelligence. If I'm asking you a question on seeing this clippings, what is will your answer? These are all the images from some movies. These are all some images from some movies, right? Okay, what is the name of this movie? It is Wall-E, right? What is this? This iRobo. Similarly, you can name all these movies, and we can also name many number of movies for artificial intelligence. Crossing all these movies, what do we understand about the artificial intelligence? We might have arrived to some definition of artificial intelligence. Am I right? What is that artificial intelligence? The answer may be the power of a machine to copy intelligent human behavior. The power of a machine to copy intelligent human behavior. Am I right? So, yes, I may be right because there is no clear consensus on the definition of the artificial intelligence. We don't have a clear consensus on the definition of artificial intelligence. John McCarthy is a person who was first coined the phrase AI in 1956. So, from the year 1956, the artificial intelligence name as came around, but only in the year 2020, around 2020, 2019, 20, only this artificial intelligence is getting a boom. Am I right? Artificial intelligence getting boom. We are coming across the buzzwords called as machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. All these buzzwords are coming booming inside only in the year 2020. Why? Because now we have something called as data. We have something called as data. Data is something which make all these superstitious, I can say we can make superstitious machines using this data. When we have large number of data, we'll be able to make the machine to learn. Once the machine can able to learn, it can able to represent, it can able to give us back when we are asked something. For example, I can give a newspaper to a computer to read the complete newspaper, and at the end of the newspaper, at the end of the reading, I can ask the computer, who killed Ravana? Who killed Rama? There may be an answer in the paper. If my machine is really an intelligent machine, it may give me an answer. Okay, so like this, answers can be given by the artificial intelligence. Okay, now I said that there is no clear consensus on the definition of AI. Even then, we have some definitions. We have not one definition, we have so many definitions, and you can also define artificial intelligence in your own way. Here is one definition I am going through. It is a science and engineering of making. Artificial intelligence is a science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. Am I right? So it is a science, a branch of science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. It is related to the similar task of using computers, making it to understand human intelligence, but AI does not have to confine itself to methods that are biologically observable. It can go beyond that limit. Yes, now what is actually the intelligence? Intelligence is nothing but the computational part of the ability to achieve certain goals in the world. We came here, we are fixing some goals to the machine. The machine must be able to complete the goal in an intelligent way. It is nothing but the computational part of the ability to achieve the certain goals which we are fixing it. This is nothing but intelligence. So, is there any solid definition of intelligence that does not depend on relating it to human intelligence? No, we don't have a solid definition of intelligence that doesn't depend on relating it to human intelligence. Why? Because humans are more intelligent. They start learning from their birth onwards. So humans are more intelligent. So we don't have a solid definition of intelligence that does not depend on relating it to a human intelligence. Now, next we'll discuss about what are the views of AI. AI fall into one of the four categories. It is nothing but think humanly. You can see here, it is think humanly. First one is think humanly. Second one is act humanly. Third one, think rationally. Fourth one, act rationally. What is meant by think humanly? What is meant by act humanly? Think rationally, act rationally. What does that mean? It means that think humanly, which means that think like a human. I'll give you a small example to explain this concept. Let us assume that a person is crossing a track. Crossing a track. The train is approaching to him. Okay, you are watching a person who is crossing the road and you think as a human the train may hit the person. This is called as think humanly. You are thinking that the person may hit by the train. What you will do is nothing but you are act humanly. What you will do immediately, you will try to save the person. Otherwise, you will leave the person to die. These two things you will act. This act humanly. Fine. What is think rationally, think act rationally, think rationally? What is meant by this think rationally means we need to think logically. Logically, we need to think and then we need to act, which means that think logically means we need to calculate the speed of the train and the speed of the person who is crossing the track. If based upon that, we need to act whether we need to go and save the person, alert the person, or the person will cross the track without any sort of problem. This is nothing but act rationally. So we have four things which will fall into A categories: think humanly, act humanly, think rationally, act rationally. So we need to build a machine which can think as a human and act as a human, or we can build a machine which can think rationally and act rationally. These are the four things which we need to consider as a AI fall into one of the four categories. Any machine you take, it will be one of the four categories. Okay. Now we have said that there is no consensus definition of AI, but there is a working definition which is acceptable by most of the persons. Okay, what is that? Artificial intelligence is nothing but the study of how to make computers do things that people are better, or would it be better? Okay, so we need to uh, build, we'll need to make computers which will do things that people are better, or it would be better. They could extend what to do the worldwide web-sized amount of data. The data is large number of data is there. That data should be accommodated by the machine what we are building. And second one, it should not make any mistakes. This is very important when we consider the artificial intelligence to make humanoid robots, because once we are making a humanoid robot for an army purpose, what happens in the battlefield, the humanoid robot, we call it a soldier, must able to attack only the enemies, not the own persons. Am I right? So we should be very careful while building the machines. It should not make any sort of mistakes. Next, So we people are thinking that artificial intelligence is something which is related only for the computer engineers. No, it deals with n number of fields, right from philosophy to linguistics. Every field is doing their best for the AI. For example, if you take philosophy, they are doing the logic, methods of reasoning, mind as physical system, foundation of learning, rationality. All these things are taken care by the philosophy. Similarly, mathematics. Mathematics, they are the one who are giving the theorems, algorithms, computational, probability, intractability, all these things are taken care by the mathematics. Whereas the economics, they are doing their part in utility management, decision theory algorithms, all those things. Neuroscience, they are the ones who give us the information that neurons as information processing unit, which we can study as a separate scores like neural networks. It's a separate paper. Neural networks and machine learning are related to each other. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are related to each other. Deep learning and machine learning, again, they are related to each other. So all these things are combined to form an artificial intelligence. Next section, psychology, cognitive science, they are the one which will they will give us how do people behave, perceive, process information, represent knowledge. All these things are taken care by the psychology and cognitive science. And then computer engineering, these people are one who are building the programs, building fast computers which will be working very fast. For example, earlier we used central processing unit. Now we are moving with the graphical processing unit. All these things are taken care by the computer engineering people. Control theory, similarly linguistics. Linguistics are very important for grammar, knowledge representations for a humanoid bot which we will build. Next, this is nothing but your artificial intelligent tree. This we call it as a AI tree. You can see here from A to P there are so many routes. Each route will nothing but the every department. We can see that IAS, robotics, image processing, then pattern recognition, followed by mathematics, biology, logics, social, computational linguistics. All these are roots. Only when we take care about these roots, we need to put water for these roots, then only we'll be able to see all these branches flourishing. Am I right? So neural networks, computer vision, intelligent tutor, expert systems, automatic programming, machine learning, robotics, game playing, speech understanding, genetic algorithms, all these are some sort of branches for the AI tree. So when you concentrate more on the roots, the fruits will be good. Remember this AI tree. Now, what are the problems of AI? We have certain problems, traditional problems in AI. The first one is game playing. The second one is theorem proving. Third one is common sense reasoning. Fourth one, perception. Nothing but vision and speech, followed by natural language understanding. So first one is game playing, followed by theorem proving, common sense reasoning, perception. This is very important one, perception, vision and speech, natural language understanding. These are the certain problems in artificial intelligence. Next one, task domains in AI. What are the important task domains in artificial intelligence? We are classifying these task domains into three. One is mundane task, second one expert task, third one is formal task. This mundane task is nothing but your ordinary task. Ordinary task, right, nothing but perception, common sense, reasoning, natural language processing. All these are the ordinary tasks, nothing but mundane tasks. Okay, these tasks will start learning from our birth, whereas the other expert tasks and formal tasks we will be learning only when we are grown up. Like In expert talks, we'll have branches like medical diagnosis, scientific analysis, engineering, financial analysis. Similarly, in the formal tasks, we have mathematics, games, all these things comes under the formal task. Artificial intelligence. Is it clear up to this? So mundane task is nothing but the formal task. Expert task is nothing but the task which involve the scientific mathematical analysis, whereas formal task is completely depends upon the mathematical theorem proving, okay, algorithm development, games, all these things. Now, while seeing this tree, I think that mundane tasks, it is easy for me to build a computer which can do the mundane task. That is nothing but the ordinary task. Okay, like perception, common sense, reasoning, natural language processing, all these can be done easily. Am I right? We will see next slide, which is easy, which is difficult. Now, earlier, they thought that the mundane tasks are very easy since they are coming from their birth. So building machines with these mundane tasks are very easy. But later on, they have understood that it is very difficult to make a machine to do the task, ordinary task of a human being. They cannot able to program the machine with the perception, speaking, languages, locomotive motions. All these things were very difficult. Later on, they have stopped the research with that. Then they have started with concentrating on the formal task and the expert task, where that is the reason why nowadays we come across so many papers, so many projects, so many products with the expert task like medical diagnosis, financial analytics, all these places we are getting n number of projects. Applications of artificial intelligence. We'll see these applications of artificial intelligence in our next series of lecture.